Haribo hysteria and the great baguette belief. Everyone thought Tadej Pogačar, a man capable of soloing up the Alps by half a minute, was sustained mid-Tour de France by, what, bags of Haribo and freshly baked baguettes that he shoved down in mid-stage breakaways? I mean, it's believable if you ignore all science and just lean into the romantic idea of a sublime athlete powered by gummy bears and French bread. Picture it, Tadej rounding a hairpin, downing a handful of Haribo gummy sharks, chomping through a butter-soaked baguette, and peddling on pure eau de verre. The general public would nod, but then his nutritionist, Gorka Preto-Beleva, came along with science and spoiled all the fun. Enter section 1. The public firmly believed Tadej was nibbling Haribos on the fly, stuffing baguettes into his jersey pockets, and pretending this was enough to sustain 7,000 calories worth of mountain stages. Meanwhile, in reality, the team was busy calibrating his carbohydrate intake with surgical precision. The myth of the French pastry-fueled climber was delightful, but it never happened. Unless Haribo is secretly part of the Enverit C21 Pro product line, they're not. Section 2. The interview that ended Haribo rumours. Then Gorka Preto, the nutritionist, sat down and said things like, quote, "If it's a mountain stage, then Tadej will increase his intake on the bike. So it all comes down to him achieving his target carbs per hour. With Enverit C21 Pro products, it is easy to calibrate the amount of carbohydrates that riders need." Boom. Haribo narrative shattered. No more believing that Tadej whips out gummy sharks at 8,000 feet. Suddenly it's all gels, drinks and science powders. He gets exact doses, 60 grams in a bottle of isocarb drink, plus gels and bars to hit 90 to 100 grams an hour, or up to 120 grams in a brutal mountain stage. That's right, the care package is more laboratory on wheels than baguette bakery on wheels. Preto also confirmed, quote, "The team tests new products during the off-season December training camp, and if they like the new flavours in the products, I give feedback to Enverit and try to get them on the market." So much for trialling Haribo Mango Shark or baguette flavoured gel. The reality, Enverit make mango flavoured carbo gel, Tadej's favourite apparently, an isocarb drink, and also bars and chewies. Section 3. The Gut Training Saga. Cue the hilarious image, sweaty riders at 8 AM in December camp, chugging down experimental gels like some twisted cooking show. Preto saying, if they like the flavours, we give feedback to Enverit, so they can launch them. Imagine Tadej sampling exotic flavours, elderflower, salted caramel, pineapple, and offering feedback worthy of Gordon Ramsay. Needs more glucose. But even funnier, there's the whole gut training phenomenon. Riders literally train their digestive systems to cope with 120 grams of carbs per hour. According to Preto and Enverit materials, they exceed the old 60 grams an hour rule by using a 2-to-1 ratio of glucose-fructose, hitting 90 grams an hour or more. Preto said, quote, "When you exceed 60 grams of glucose per hour, you resort to a mixture of glucose and fructose precisely to avoid digestive problems. This is a no walk in the park. The stomachs have been trained." Bluewind/AVP explain that they undergo, quote, "intestinal training, 6 gels per hour." And Pogačar himself equipped after setting this all up, quote, "For difficult stages, you need to take in about 120 grams of carbohydrates per hour. Thanks to our sponsor Enverit, 5 years ago, I would have been pooping my pants, but now, no stomach problems." Forget Haribo, this is full digestive conditioning. No crumbs of baguettes here, just chemistry and breathlessness. Section 4. Comedy of concoctions on the road. Imagine the mechanics of a breakaway. Instead of handing over a baguette-laced moussette, and thrusting mango-coloured gels, powdered carbohydrate mixes and isocarb bottles are chosen instead. It's as if you've stumbled into a biotech startup disguised as a cycling feed zone. Riders know exactly which caregiver, thanks to a colour-coded stem strip, will hand over exactly 60 grams, 90 grams or 100 gram bottles. In that imagined world, someone yells 60 grams and a miniature lab assistant approaches. Instead of cheering "Gimme Haribos," Pogačar raises a C2-1 Pro gel and slurps it. The public shocked. Where are the gummy bears? Where is the baguette? No, now it's precision dosing, gels, bars, chewies, powders, like Willy Wonka with an Embrace It label. And yes, Gorka reiterates easy to calibrate carbs per hour with those products. This comedic setup pokes fun at myths. Instead of carbs from candy, it's calibrated nutrition. He, quote, increases intake on mountain stages, meaning more gels, bigger bottles, higher numbers. It's a carbohydrate math problem at 20 mph uphill. Section 5. Baguettes get dumped. Science wins. So just to summarise, yeah, everyone believed Tadej was powered by baguettes and Haribos while staging magical Tour de France breakaways. Meanwhile, his nutritionist has revealed the truth. He's fueling using Enervrit's scientifically formulated gear. No dang baguettes, no secret stash of gummy bears, just gels, powders and drinks. Prito says they test products in December, get feedback and then launch new flavours. There's no baguette flavour, and Pogačar, he's the most straightforward eater of the team. Quote, you tell him eat this, and he'll eat it. No fuss about Haribo preferences. Maybe he'd eat a gummy shark if it was in a gel form, but not raw sugar. He likes burgers with potatoes and a crunchy caramel bar before starting, but fueling during the race remains gels and mixes. Thus, we end the saga of Haribos and baguettes. Reality, Tadej's fueling by Enervrit Mango Carbo Gel C2-1 Pro. Isocarb drinks, bars, recovery powders, performance-driven carbohydrate measures. Yeah, the comedy is in how wrong everyone was, including myself. I've made a whole video on his supposed Haribo fueling system. It wasn't candy after all, it was calibrated scientific powders. So, here's some bonus quotes that I found. Yeah, let's just say I can't tell if they're real or not, so disclaimer, they might not be. Quote, as I said before, a lot depends on the stage you're going to ride. On average, you consume between 90 and 100 grams of carbohydrates per hour, but there are days when you consume up to 110 to 120 grams per hour. Gorka Preto said at the UAE Team Emirates Nutritionist, quote, Enervrit Isocarb 2-1 is our flagship product. We always dissolve 60 grams of carbohydrates in a water bottle. Then we let the athletes choose between gels and bars, those 20 to 30 grams per hour by digesting solid food. Quote, for difficult stages, you need to take in about 120 grams of carbohydrates per hour. Thanks to our sponsor Enervrit, 5 years ago, I would have been pooping my pants. Now, no stomach problems. Pogačar himself. Quote, the team tests new products during the off-season to training camp. If they like the new flavours, I give feedback to Enervrit and try to get them to the market. Closing thoughts. So the next time someone says, oh, Tadej Pogačar rode on pure baguette and gummy bears, you can smile politely and say actually, he's going full lab science mode with Enervrit C2-1 Pro. Gut trained to handle 120 grams of carbs per hour, tested in December training camps, calibrated per stage, and feedback loops with the company itself. Then you can offer them a gummy shark and watch them recoil. Tadej doesn't ride on candy. He rides on precision nutrition, carbohydrate algorithms, and the mango-flavoured goodness of Enervrit's products. And now you know. Please guard this secret, especially from any mystical Haribo fan clubs still trying to feed elite cyclists sugar cubes. Thanks for watching today's video. If you're new here, please click subscribe to stay up to date with all of the latest cycling news, cycling drama and cycling results. leave a like on today's video, and comment down below your opinions or any further information you have about Tadej Pogačar's fueling while on the bike. I'll catch you guys in the next video.